Welcome to the Appendix video for the SNA training series. In this video, I will walk through how to collect SNA data through a survey. The activities in the training series are designed to be able to do without collecting data. However, if you would like to create a more accurate network map, then collecting data from organizations may be necessary. For the social connectivity case, we collected data through a pre-workshop survey. The survey link was included with the email invitation to the workshop. For the case, the survey was intentionally designed simply and with free resources, using only the options available with the free version of SurveyMonkey. The options available through the free version of SurveyMonkey limit what data can be collected. So I will also offer other examples using more powerful online survey platforms. First, I will go over the free SurveyMonkey example. In addition to collecting network data for the case, we also collected data from participants about the complex problems. So as you can see, we start with simple questions about the respondent, and then include questions aimed at capturing perceptions about the complex problem identified. Then, we asked respondents to indicate their information sharing relationships with one another. As you can see here, what we mean by information sharing is defined in the question. Respondents are then asked to click on all the organizations with whom they share information. What this option does not allow for is for respondents to also indicate the strength of those relationships. So for this simple data collection, we could only capture whether there is a tie or not. Please also note, for the list of organizations, I have listed A, B, and C to protect the case participants. However, here is where you would specifically list each of the organizations or individuals included in the network that you're trying to capture data on. My list here is very short because it's for illustration purposes, but normally your list would be quite a bit longer and would specify each of the actors. This information sharing question is then repeated for each of the type of activity ties. In this case, advocacy, and then service or coordination. If you have access to a more powerful survey platform, then you can collect more detailed data. The example I show you here is using a matrix or side-by-side format to capture the relationships and strength of relationships all in one question. Respondents use the drop-down menu to indicate not only whether they have a tie, but also the strength of each of those ties. Again, here would be included the list of actors that you are included in your network study. Don't forget that you would still need to provide a definition and example of the types of activities as I have here. And if you're also including a way to capture the strength of the tie, you also need to make sure that you include a scale specifying how respondents should categorize the strength of their ties. The examples I have presented here are examples of the roster approach. The roster approach is when you provide a roster, a list of organizations or individuals, and respondents indicate whether they have ties to those actors. The roster approach is best for examining the system, as this provides the best way to capture all the ties between actors and whether there are missing ties. The roster approach is the approach that was used to collect the data for all the examples that were used in the SNA training series. However, another approach that can be easier for survey design and respondents is the nominator approach. A very basic example of the nominator approach is provided here. Rather than providing the list, respondents are asked to nominate up to a certain number of actors with whom they are connected. This approach will not generate the full network ties as with the roster approach, but it does at least capture the most valuable ties and will at least offer valuable information on who is connecting to whom. There are many resources available on both these approaches, and especially there are many different templates and options for the nominator approach. A document listing a few introductory resources has been provided with this training series. And those resources can provide some introductory information on how to approach, how to collect network data using either of these approaches, as well as other information about collecting data or analyzing it. In addition, in this appendix video, I am illustrating how to collect SNA data, but this data will still need to be analyzed. So the additional resource document provides some links to SNA software that can help with the visualization and analysis, and some of these options can even be used to collect the SNA data. Thank you.